Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome everyone to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Friday, October 27th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has talked about the planets and stars being more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with some of these light beings, and we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I am using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. Also, for doing the puja, I have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a tangerine, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. To start, I sprinkle a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard chart area to purify the space for where the puja is going to happen. I sprinkle a few drops of water on top of my own head, and I send a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards all of you, so that whether you're watching this live or later on a replay, everyone is purified going into the puja. We start with invoking Ganesha, the archetype or angel who helps to remove obstacles, and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja. And I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for us, now and always. And I thank him for his help with this. Now, we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we turn our attention to the time Shaktis or the time elements that are active in my local area at the moment. We start with honoring the planet ruling the day. Today is Friday, which is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Revati. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. At the moment, in my area, it's the 14th waxing moon, called Chaturdasi in Sanskrit. Later today, it will become the full moon, but right now it's still the 14th waxing moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Om Chaturdasi Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet ruling the hour. In my local area, this is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these, we would not use flower petals. We would just say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Harshana, which has energies that are joyous. Harshana, Harshana, Harshana. And the karana that's active right now is one called Venetia, which has energies that are mercantile. Venetia, Venetia, Venetia. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. We start by looking at whatever sign is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. This is the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. This is Tula, or Libra, which is ruled by Venus. Dr. Pillai said we start with honoring the planet ruling the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, starting in the ascendant sign of Libra, we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each sign that has 1 or more planets in it. Today, in the ascendant sign of Libra, is Ketu, and the Sun, and Mercury, and Mars. I start with honoring Ketu and put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star that can give blessings for creativity and craftsmanship. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Just a moment. Chitra's star is ruled by Tvashtar, an archetype who is the divine master craftsman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Chitra's star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, the Sun, Mercury, and Mars are all in the same star, so we're going to honor all three of those planets before we invoke the star. I start with the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Libra. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor Mars for being in Libra. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. The Sun, Mercury, and Mars are all in a star called Swati, a star that can give blessings for independence. I put the flower petals across all three of those planets. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype associated with the wind and the air element, and also Vayu is the father of Hanuman. I put the flower petals across the three planets. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tulip or Libra, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for balance, fairness, harmony. Today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet, and the Sun, which is our soul, and Mercury, planet of communication and business, and Mars, planet that helps with courage and willpower. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. I put flower petals on Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the Sun. I put flower petals on the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is retrograde and extra powerful. Excuse me, we're pausing for a moment on Capricorn. We pause for a moment and reflect on Capricorn, a sign, that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. You have the ability to do things you don't realize you can do right now if they become activated. Today, this sign contains Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science, making new discoveries, groundbreaking inventions. We pause for a moment and reflect on that. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn, who is retrograde and extra powerful. We put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Dhanishta, a star that can give blessings for prosperity, music, good reputation. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Om Dhanishtaye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by the 8 Vasus, 8 light beings who each rule different spheres of existence. We ask for blessings from all 8 of them, and I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Om Vasusye Namaha. Dhanishta star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, a planet that can help with patience, compassion, structure, and perseverance. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde, extra powerful, and the moon. We start with honoring Neptune, and I put flower petals on him. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that Dr. Pillai says can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the moon for being in Pisces. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Revati, a star that can give blessings for travel and for vacation and for prosperity. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Revati Namaha. Om Revati Namaha. Om Revati Namaha. Revati's star is ruled by Pushan, an archetype who helps take care of the cows of the gods. And he also helps with people, for example, who have pets or take care of animals or livestock. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Taking care of animals, it could even include things like putting water in a bird bath to have water for birds that are migrating, that type of thing as well. Anything that's helping animals in some way, he's very happy when people help with that. Revati's star is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the zodiac sign that is the most metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and with understanding our own inner life, and the moon, which is our mind and our emotions. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mesha, or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Jupiter, who is retrograde, and Uranus, who is retrograde. Retrograde planets are always extra powerful. We start with putting flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumars, a pair of archetypes. They're twins. They have the bodies of handsome young men, and they each have the head of a horse. They have tremendous healing abilities. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we honor Jupiter for being in Aries. Again, he's retrograde, very powerful. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power or energy. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Barney star can also give us the blessing for being able to hold the big picture. Barney star is ruled by Yama, archetype of justice. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now, we honor Uranus, who is retrograde, extra powerful. I put flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Kritika, a star that can give blessings for truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by Agni, archetype associated with the fire element. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika's star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules the sign of Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Rahu, planet that can help us to think outside the box, and Jupiter, planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, can help with expanding wealth, and can help with everything related to banking or legal matters. And Uranus, a planet that can bless us with creative abilities, higher intelligence, and astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The final zodiac sign that has a planet in it this morning is Simha, or Leo, which today contains Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Purva Palguni, a star that gives blessings for relationship and also gives blessings for rest and relaxation. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Om Purva Palgunaye Namaha. Purva Palguni star is ruled by Bhagya, an archetype who can bless us with good fortune. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Om Bhagyaye Namaha. Purva Palguni star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha or Leo, a zodiac sign that can give blessings for leadership and power. Today, containing Venus, planet of diplomacy, planet of beauty and love and joy, planet of enjoyment of material plane comforts, and also the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in my right hand, and then I circle it above the chart that has the many piles of flower petals on it. I circle it in a clockwise direction 3 times, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we've just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and a sweet fragrance, and I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a tangerine, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. And later in the day, I will eat that tangerine as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. I ask them to send their blessings into all of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. I ask them for the blessing of everyone on this planet having healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and support. I see Evelyn making a comment in the chat saying, Vayu is ruled by Rahu. No, Vayu and Rahu are both the rulers for Swati star. Vayu is the deity overlord for Swati star, and Rahu is the planetary overlord for Swati star. So I'm sorry if I was not expressing that in a clear way. Vayu is not ruled by any planet. The planets do not rule any of the archetypes. Today you heard me say Swati ruled by Rahu, then that was Swati is ruled by Rahu. Swati star is ruled by both Vayu and by no, Vayu is not ruled by Rahu. I'll have to make sure that I'm saying that very clearly next time. Vayu and Rahu both rule Swati star. So thank you for letting me know if my expression was not clear to you. I'll make effort with that tomorrow or next week. We don't have Planetary Pooja tomorrow. Tomorrow, what we do have, Saturday, is we do have a community fire lab on Pillai Center Practice YouTube channel. This will be at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, and this one will be to honor Swami Ramalingam, a Tamil saint who turned his body into light in the late 1800s. So we will be honoring him in that fire lab. This is a public fire lab. It's free. Everyone is welcome. The replay will be up on YouTube, of course, as well. But it's on Pillai Center Practice channel. And tomorrow morning, I will be on Ronnie's morning program on Religion of Religions YouTube channel, doing a hydration for Jesus, Yahweh, and Mary, if you are interested for that. Okay, those are the announcements for today, and that's responding to comments in the chat today. I want to close early on Friday because Ronnie needs the same Zoom link for the Shrimbrazi community call, which will be, I believe, on the Shrimbrazi channel. You're welcome to attend that, but that'll be coming up at the top of the hour here. All right. Thank you again to everyone who clicks on the like button and who subscribes to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. It will be a full moon later today, which is an excellent time to work with the Shrimbrazi sounds for prosperity, for manifesting your material plane goals. I'll see you again next week.